Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another preview. Now tomorrow night, Boro fans made a long journey, must be 600-mile plus trip to Portman Road. But this way, it's about 11 to a 12-hour round trip. It's a long way to go for us Boro fans. Credit to every single Boro fan that's going there tomorrow night, including, everyone that's travelling from anywhere. Absolute credit to absolutely everybody that's going. I'll be there, Guest will be there, Rob will be there, Boro fan team will be there as well. So if you want to get an interview after the game, feel free to come over to the Man Guest team, myself and Rob, and come and give your thoughts on whatever happens tomorrow night. But like I say, I'm feeling a bit ill today as well, a bit of a sore head, a bit of a sore throat. But listen, the preview will still go on. Ipswich Town away. A tough game, you would say. League position-wise for them, listen, Ipswich Town are a place below Hull in the league. They haven't won a game all season. And as I said before, you can't underestimate teams in this league. As long as we don't go to Ipswich tomorrow and play for a point and actually give it 100%, then whatever the outcome will be, I will be happy, because at the end of the day, if you give 100% for this, happy days. Let's get into a little bit about Ipswich Town, a bit of their background so far this season. Manager is Paul Hurst, to play at Portman Road. Been there once, went there last season. Last game of the season, 2-2 it ended. Boro scored on the last minute of the game, or just the last second. But in the end, it didn't mean for nothing in the playoffs. I mean, that Boro got Aston Villa. But I say, it meant absolutely nothing, to be quite honest. In terms of their form, I say they haven't won a game all season, Ipswich Town. Drawn 4, lost 1. They actually lost to Hull away 2-0 a few weeks back. They drew to Norwich away 1-1. Drew to Brentford at home 1-1. Bolton at home 0-0. And drew to Birmingham, their most recent result, 2-2 away after leading the game 2-0. That result in itself tells me that Ipswich Town struggle to maybe keep hold of leads. They are conceding a lot as well. As much as they're scoring, they do concede a lot as well. And at home, you look at that record, they've had an awful lot of draws at home. I seem to be settling with the point. Listen, Norwich away, obviously that was away. But the 2 home games, Brentford and Bolton. Brentford, decent team in this league. So to get a point against them was decent. Bolton, maybe it's not so much, but listen, that ended 0-0 as well. So I say league tail-wise, Ipswich 22nd on 6 points this season. No wins at all. 6 draws, 4 losses. Not won a single game. And it makes you think to yourself, oh wow, please Boro, turn up tomorrow. Don't underestimate Ipswich at all. Listen, their first win of the season's coming. Will it come tomorrow night? We don't know. It depends what side turns up from both sides. If Ipswich Town turns up, that turned up against Hull away and lost 2-0, Boro, you would say, would be in for an easy night. Whereas if they turn up against the likes of Norwich or the likes of Brentford and play that 1-1, it might be a little bit more of a difficult game. So it's one of them as well. It's going to be a hard game. Whereas Boro, we are now third. We now are at the top 2. It's very, very important that we do start picking up ground again. 19 points, 5 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. And like I said, it's important that we keep up the momentum. Saturday for me was a write-off. I've already given my own, I won't go into it too much, but I've already given my views on exactly what I thought about that game. I'm praying that he's changed up the lineup. My lineup today is completely different to the one that was played Saturday. And for me, we have to go there tomorrow and get the win. I don't want to listen. I heard fans earlier on today, whether I was out and about or not, saying that if we go there tomorrow and get a point, it's a good result. In my opinion, it's not. You have to almost be savage in this league. If they're 22nd and they won a game all season, they've only got 6 points. I'm sorry, but Boro, you have to go there tomorrow and you have to have the 3 points on your mind. There's absolutely no prisoners tomorrow. We have to go there with the mentality of we have to win this game. That's the only way I can look at it as a Boro fan. 22nd in the league, not won all season. It's the only way That's the only way I can see us going into this game. Is there's no point going there for a point, because as you see, Ipswich are happy with a point by the looks of things, judging on their form. But I need to go there tomorrow. We need to get a win. I'm not saying it'll be easy. Ipswich Town do have, they do have a fairly decent squad. But at the minute, they are picking up the points. Boro are picking up points. So ideally tomorrow, we need to put Saturday behind us and put this one in front of us and say, Ipswich Town, let's go and beat them. That's hopefully what it is. But listen, it's a bogey ground as well. Ipswich Portman Road. It is a bogey ground for us. We don't win very often there. So to win, so to win tomorrow would be absolutely fantastic. In terms of their top goal scorers, then Edwards is the top goal scorer, 2 goals and 1 assist. Caden Jackson, the lad from Accrington Stanley, who actually impressed me to play against Boro at that time, ran the show for them on that left side. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist, and then you got Shalabar on 1 goal and 1 assist. As for the Boro, Britton Bolonga goes from the 3 goals to the 4 goals after getting his goal to Hull City. And the last 2 there are Martin Braithwaite and Ashley Fletcher, who currently sit on 3 goals. And of course, the last time we met, he ended 2-2. If I run you through my lineup really quick, it's a completely different lineup to the one that played Saturday. I've brought back in the likes of Downing. I brought in the likes of Braithwaite. No idea why them lads didn't start. It doesn't make sense to me at all. In goal is Dan Randolph. The back 4 stays the same. Shotton, Flint, Ayala and Friend. And then obviously in front of them you've got Clayton and Howson. The 3 across the midfield, Downing, Saville and Braithwaite. And the man up the top, the man that scored on Saturday. And we can't see getting replaced unless Hugo plays. But because he scored, he's probably going to be in the team still. Is Britt Bolonga. For me tomorrow, and no disrespect to Ipswich Town at all during this preview when I say, Boro have to go and get 3 points. It's the only way, logically, that I can see us going there tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, if you're playing a team hasn't won all season, you can see that once again, like Hull, they're on poor form. They're in that relegation zone early on inside the season. The mentality's got to be 3 points. We've got to go there tomorrow. We have to get the win. It's no good going there and settling for a point, or even playing for the point if you like. We have to go there tomorrow. We have to attack them from the off, and bring back the 3 points back to Teesside. Put them 3 points on the board. It's the only way that I can see it going tomorrow. That's my own perspective. In my own opinion, we can't go there tomorrow and settle for a point. We have to go there. We have to give Ipswich Town a proper game, and we have to go there and try and get the 3 points the best we can. So my prediction for tomorrow is 2 on Middlesbrough. I do think they will score a goal. But as I said, I do feel like Boro, if they play the lineup we played and start with the likes of Downing, start with the likes of Braithwaite, that bit of width, that bit of pace on the wing, just a little bit of skill and flair, can put a ball over to a Bolonga or Saville or Howson, who may be waiting in the middle for it to get on the end of it. If we play the team, which we've seen before the international break, if we play that sort of mentality where we come out and we high press and we get at the, and really get at Ipswich Town, I believe Boro can get something. But it's all about how Boro set up, it's all about how Boro come out and play. So for me, 2-1 Middlesbrough. Let's see what happens. If you're going to the game as well, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave your score predictions down below as well. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the match day vlog of Ipswich Town versus Middlesbrough. Come on, the Boro. Let's get the 3 points, boys. Up the Boro.